the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Looking to throw on first down. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors are threatening in the red zone. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Warriors!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Texas offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like...
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
And he was flat and missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They'll give it to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Nice move to keep running. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Quick release on the RPO. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Going for 6. Intercepted deep in his own end. They make the out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got his man quickly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Wingo. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Washington. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Longhorns in a good spot. 2nd and short. They'll run play action. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll leave it with him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Longhorn! Quick strike through the air for the score. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. This offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
That's caught. It's Bell. Open space at the 25. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Rainbow Warriors trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. He's got his man. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead and just a few minutes left. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Looking downfield on first down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they pick off to stop the threat. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and the ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of the DB. Nice job by the defense.
Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got the quick pass. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And they spike it to stop the clock. The Longhorns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Works the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. Touchdown, Texas! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop. You can save every second you have.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The offense will use the timeout clock as stopped with 22 seconds left.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Puts it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
We'll get it started here in overtime. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire plate.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
The Rainbow Warriors will have it first in overtime. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bell. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. Barrels ahead. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from Pater.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already.
Touchdown, Hawaii! They take the lead here in overtime. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. The snap sets up the throw. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's some pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
Third and goal here in overtime, and they need a touchdown. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Touchdown, Longhorn! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Now, first down here in the second overtime. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. This thing has been back and forth now, first and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Caught in the backfield. It's Lockett. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They've got a little work to do here on third and goal in overtime. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Here comes the heat. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Texas! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. Now in the second overtime, you must go for the two-point conversion. Off the play fake. They got it, executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double OT. Well, this receiver is making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt, it does. It looks like it's on air. I tell you what, you got to find a way to rough this guy up a little bit. Be physical. Make sure he takes a toll instead of all these big plays he keeps making. Make him tired, physically dent him a little bit, make him have to work a little bit harder than you have.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. Oh, they're after him! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Trying to find the end zone. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Field goal is off the table. They have to get it in the end zone on third and goal here in overtime. Big fella moving. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Their last chance. Ball game could be decided right here. Fourth and goal. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose